So in the previous lesson, we talked about measures of homosexual tendencies and Milbar. This guy over here tells us the percentage, or tells us how much percent gayness a person possesses if he's a homosexual. It's Milbar, that was our previous lesson, and various interconnections with mapping and functions as well. How we characterize Milbar as a piecewise function of acute. So we also have the 5 types of homosexuals. We have acute, balanced, obtuse, null, and absolute homosexual. So that was the previous lecture. Today I'm going to be talking about Yaoi. Enigma's very huge topic. Yaoi, or also known as boys love. Okay, so what is Yaoi? Well, by definition, it says here in Wikipedia, Yaoi, also known as Wasei Eigo, boys love, or boys surabu, and its abbreviation BL, Bible, is a genre of fictional media originating in Japan that features homoerotic relationships between male characters. It is typically created by women for women and is distinct from homoerotic media marketed to gay men. But it does also attract a male audience and can be produced by male creators. It spans a huge range of media, including manga, anime, drama series, novels, video games, television series, films, and fan works. Boys love and BL are the generic terms for this kind of media in Japan and much of Asia, though the terms are used by some fans and commentators in the West. Yaoi remains more generally prevalent in English. Now, first thing I would say is that this lecture is also kind of we're kind of skimming the study of position theory. Because the positions of uke and seme are both discussed in position theory 1. And we're also gonna skim a bit into the Omegaverse and its relation to this lecture. So Omegaverse, position theory, those two things. So the Omegaverse, the Omegas, the Alphas, the Betas. I'm more of a Beta myself, but that stuff will be discussed in Position Theory 2 in Theoretical Medicine. It's all in the set of all courses. I will link it in the description below. So, Yaoi. So what is the origin of Yaoi? It says here, the genre originated in the 1970s as a subgenre of shoujo manga, or comics for girls. Shoujo is a common thing. Shoujos, and doujins as well, or comics for girls. Several terms were used for the new genre, including shonen ai, literally boy love, tanbi, literally aestheticism, and jun, zune. The term yaoi emerged in the late 1970s and 1980s in the concept of doujinshi, or self-published works, very common in the world of hentai and anime, if you ask me, self-published works, that focused on sex to the exclusion of plot and character development, and that often parodied mainstream manga and anime by depicting male characters from popular series in sexual scenarios. Boys love was later adopted by Japanese publications in the 1990s as an umbrella term for male-male romance media marketed to women. But however, I need to note to you guys that this stuff isn't only for females. These were marketed originally for females, but sometimes it can even be perceived and received by males. So gay people out there, you guys know that yaoi is a big thing in the LGBT community because we're gay here, we're queer here, and so yeah. Concepts and themes associated with yaoi include androgynous men known as bishonen. So when we mean by androgyny, what is androgyny? Well, androgyny is basically appearance of a person does not look neither male or female. So when we say a person has androgynous nature, we can't tell whether they're a guy or a gal, let's say. And so, well, this is what the majority of the characters are here. So they neither look too masculine nor too feminine, but some abs are included there as well. So yeah, so it's that. So let's talk about positions, domination, and submissiveness in Regicalculus. This stuff is discussed as dynamic. So this is dynamic as well. If we were to make a connection with Regicalculus, this stuff is discussed as dynamic. So what are positions? Dynamic. Dynamic person really, by definition, describes their submissiveness or their dominance. And so we have two main positions in Yaoi, and that is the uke and the seme. Now the uke is the submissive partner, the one who lets the other one take over him. Well, the seme is the dominant partner. So I'm just gonna write it down here. Uke, submissive, and seme, dominant. Now you may be, well, this is obviously the top, this is obviously bottom. How about switches or verstiles? What exactly are verstiles? Where, how do we describe those guys actually? And it's right here. Let me just search it up real quick. Reba. So, yeah, it's Reba. So we have a more general term for Yaoi, and that's Reba. And Reba encompasses not only Yaoi, but Yuri as well. So we're not only skimming guys this time, but we're also skimming over girls. So now we have discussed Yaoi. What is Yuri? So well, under Reba, we have two. That's a crappy bracket right there. Under Reba, we have two things. We have Yaoi, which we discussed, and Yuri. Now what is Yuri? Yuri is girls' love this time. It's female version of it. This is male on male action. This one's female on female action. Right? And yeah. What more can I say about this? Well, these two are distinct because both of them are, this is more of a lesbian thing, this is a gay thing. There's a distinction between these two. But just to conclude the lecture, I need to say that